Hey Killer Bees, it's Paula B from PaulaBFitness.com, and on tap today, it's day 24 of the Weight Loss for Women Over 50 series, and today we are all about that low impact cardio. You guys, today has absolutely no jumping, no transitions to the ground, and there's no equipment needed. So when you're ready for this one, I'm totally ready. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we're going to get started with our arm circles and high knees. And yes, I said our arm circles and high knees. Doesn't it feel like your exercise now? This warm-up is, oh my goodness, so delightful and so routine. Did you feel your shoulders just kind of relax and your heart just kind of say, oh, awesome, here we go again. It's day 24, you guys. I feel like you know this warm-up and that you maybe are starting to feel the same way that I do about it, which is, here we go with something fun, my friend. I am super excited about today's workout. It is my favorite kind, and I know that it's not everybody's favorite kind. I know not everybody loves cardio the way I love cardio. I know that not everybody loves endurance work the way that I love endurance work, but today we are all about long intervals of moderate cardio. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. That took me a half a second to get into it. Today, thank goodness, does not require a lot of coordination. Our whole point for the day today is to work on endurance and heart health, which are basically synonymous, truly. Working on steady state cardio is excellent, not just for weight loss, of course, because everything we're doing this month is excellent for weight loss, but it's also really, really good for your heart. And my friends, you know, we haven't really talked a lot about all of the health benefits that you will get from different kinds of exercises, but today we're going to talk a little bit about your heart. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes. Oh my goodness, stretching out your chest, stretching out your shoulders, stretching out your abs, opening up those lungs, because my friend, here's what it looks like today. I've got long intervals as promised. We are going steady state cardio with absolutely no rest. We're going 45 seconds, and I've got a very nice, more than a handful, a double handful of some of my favorite, relatively moderate exercises. You know, low impact only means that there is no jumping. It has nothing to do with the intensity. But today I actually rather on purpose, I couldn't come up with the word, whatever I'm trying to say there, on purpose came up with even more moderate of the low impact exercises. Let's go ahead and get moving and grooving with our swinging tappers. That means that our hands are swinging from side to side and our feet are just tapping from side to side. Now I am taking this at what feels like kind of a leisurely pace for me. Intentional. Oh my gosh, that's the word. Thank you so much, menopause brain. Oh my gosh. Thank you for indulging me with that, you guys. We are intentionally going at a very moderate pace, which means that you can have your hands going as fast or as high as you want, your feet going as fast or as high as you want. The thing that feels moderate to you is moderate, my friend. When it beeps, we're going to do a reach across, both low and high. You know, we normally do a reach across right about here at chest level. So that's our high. And then we're going to reach down low towards what? Your knee, your shin. Not super low. I'm not trying to get down on the ground. But we're reaching across, and then reaching across lower across your body. Again, taking this at a pace that feels good. You know, these long intervals are meant for you to be able to kind of sink into the work, kind of get a feel for what feels good, how fast you want to go, how slow you want to go, how much you want to put into it. When it beeps again, we're going to do high swing heel tappers. And I have to tell you, I'm not entirely sure how this one's going to go. We're going to swing both of our hands up and down in front of us while tapping one heel at a time. So I'm moving my feet kind of slowly, frankly, but my hands are moving kind of fast. This is how we are moderating this exercise, by moving your hands at a pace that feels good for your heart rate. As you know, every time we get our hands above our head, our heart rate comes up too. When it beeps again, going to keep those hands up with rainbow jacks, going back and forth across the top of your head like a rainbow, one knee at a time, coming out to the side. My friends, I know that you have heard your whole life, or at least, maybe not your whole life, at least the last like 20 or 30 years, we have talked about, so here we go with rainbow jacks. We hear fitness experts talking about the fat burning zone or the cardio zone. And I want you to know that one of the first things I learned when I became a certified personal trainer is that there's really no way at all to guarantee that you are burning fat. When it beeps again, we're going to do punching step backs, which is pretty much what it sounds like. We're going to punch forward while stepping back. That myth is still very pervasive though. I hear people asking me that all the time. In fact, my Fitbit frequently tells me that I am in the fat burning zone or the cardio zone when I'm doing different kinds of exercises. And I want you to know, here we go with a punching step back. So we're punching forward while stepping back. If you can, if you got started that way, you can go ahead and go across your body. Thankfully, I did. That's very exciting. That was just random as far as I'm concerned. As long as your hands are moving and your feet are moving, you are doing such a great job with this. There's kind of a lot of coordination today. And let me tell you something real quick. This is a day where we have 2 mini circuits. So this was the first of our mini circuits. We're going to go back to those swinging tappers when it beeps again. But you guys, when we get our heart rate up, it is good for so many things. Yes, it burns calories at an elevated rate as opposed to the calories, here we go with those swinging tappers, as opposed to the calories that you would have been burning anyway, even if you were sitting still doing absolutely nothing. Because my friend, you burn calories all day, every day, your entire life. When it beeps again, we're going to do that reach across high and low. But when we move faster, we burn more calories than we do when we're simply sitting still. And I know that we all think that that's how we burn fat. That's how we lose weight. And there is some element of truth to that, in the sense of when we are burning calories in general and eating in a caloric deficit from whatever we're burning. So reach across high and reach across low. When we eat less than we burn, we will burn fat and lose weight. The fact is though, we're not necessarily burning fat and losing weight while we're exercising. It's much more about being in a caloric deficit all the time, 24 hours a day for days on end. When it beeps again, we're doing that high swing heel tapper. So both hands swinging up and down in front of your body while tapping one heel forward at a time. So rather than worrying so much about where your heart rate is, so here we go with those high swing heel tappers. This has such a different rhythm to it, and yet, oh my gosh, really feeling this work in my heart and lungs. When it beeps again, we're going to have our hands up again with those rainbow jacks. I know that there is a lot of information about calorie burn during workouts, and your tracker, whichever kind you have, wants to talk to you about how many calories you're burning and how important those calories burned during exercise are, and how getting in the fat burn zone or the cardio burning zone is the best thing for you. And I want you to know that the best thing about work like this, here we are with those rainbow jacks, has almost nothing to do with the calories that we're burning. Yeah, it's nice to burn calories. It feels good. Exercise, though, feels good physically, even more so than mentally. Maybe not mentally, in the terms of it just feels so good that we did some exercise. When it beeps again, we're doing those punching step backs, punching forward while stepping back. If you can go across your body, that's awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it. Move your hands, move your feet, and we're all good, my friends. Your body releases endorphins. when we do cardio work like this, which is part of the part, let me think about this, punching and stepping back, punching and stepping back. And actually, let me tell you real quick before we talk some more about endorphins. When it beeps again, we're going into our second mini circuit, the second of two. We only have two today, and we're only doing each one twice. It's a 2x2 kind of a day. We're doing big arm side shuffles, one of my favorite low impact exercises. But endorphins are the things that make us feel really happy after a cardio effort. You can release endorphins after a strength training effort also. I think it has more to do with some amount of duration or intensity. I don't often feel it as much after a strength. So here we go with big arm side shuffles. But I do sometimes. You'll know when you feel, that endorphin rush. Hopefully you have felt it pretty much every day this month. These kinds of cardio moderate effort workouts are actually really great for releasing endorphins. When it beeps again, we're going to do grapevine kicks. A little bit more lateral movement here where we're stepping from side to side or stepping to one side for a couple of steps and then kicking, doing a big side kick at the end. Again, a little bit more coordination for me, but there's plenty of time with these long intervals to really kind of get into it and figure out your best way of doing it. So grapevine with the kick and kick on the other side. Awesome job. But the fact is, in addition to just feeling good, like we did something, any kind of a moderate effort is actually really good for your body in lots of physical ways. I personally believe that the best benefit of today's workout is your mental health, feeling good, feeling strong, feeling like you did something for yourself. After this, when it beeps again, we're doing can-cans. But I also firmly believe that the second best benefit, and so here we go with a knee and a kick and a knee and a kick, are the physical benefits that we reap that have absolutely nothing to do with the way that we look or the weight that we are. What we are doing today is working on balance. We're working on core strength. We're working on strengthening our bones, and most importantly, mostly, we're working on strengthening our heart and lungs. When you have a healthy heart, my friend, you can go far in this world. When it beeps again, we're doing walking stars. You might know them as box steps. I gotta call them walking stars to be able to manage them. We're stepping forward and stepping back, and then other leader foot, stepping forward and stepping back. My friends, here's the thing about having a healthy heart because you do endurance work. Endurance work is meant to help you endure. And I mean that in so many ways. Again, that healthy heart comes back to the mind-body connection. Feeling good, feeling love, feeling like you can endure. When it beeps again, we're doing ding-dongs. It's basically almost where we started with those swinging tappers, except that now we're kicking it up a notch by actually kicking our feet out while we're swinging our hands. So hands are swinging low, and 1 foot at a time is kicking out wide to the side. My friends, it's good for your heart to do something good for yourself, to feel enjoyable exercises, to feel happy that you've worked out. And it's good for your heart to do cardio like this. It's good for your brain to do endurance work. There are so many things that we have to endure in this world. When it beeps again, we're going to do big arm side shuffles. This was the end of our second mini circuit, and we're going into our second time. So give yourself a little bit of space for those big arm side shuffles. There will be things in life that are much more difficult to bear than your weight, than this particular workout, than an exercise that you don't like. There will be things in your life that you will have to draw on an inner strength. And I personally feel that Exercise is one of the best things that you can do to create that inner strength. When it beeps again, we're still sticking with this lateral motion. We're doing those grapevine kicks. When I first started exercising many, many years ago, I look back now at my mental toughness. Here we go with grapevine kicks. Boom, grapevine kicks. And I know that I felt like the world was a difficult place. I felt like I wasn't great at things. I was making my way through, but truly my self-esteem wasn't especially high. When it beeps again, still with this kick in motion, we're doing a knee and a kick with cans. And having exercised regularly, having lost the weight that I wanted to lose, and sticking with something, enduring something as long and tedious as weight loss was for me. So here we go with a knee and a kick, and a knee and a kick. It changed the way I felt about myself. It changed the way I felt about what I was capable of. The more that I endure, exercise-wise, the more I am very aware of the things that I can endure in the rest of my life. Exercising changed everything about the way I felt about myself. When it beeps again, we're going to do those walking stars. Almost everything about the way I felt about myself. You know, I still make fun of myself for not having great balance. I still make fun of myself for not having a ton of coordination. But I tell you what, the fact that, here we go with walking stars or box step, however you want to think about it. The fact that I personally have the courage to do something this coordinated on camera. You know, 14 years ago, when I had weight to lose and I hadn't really exercised regularly, I never, ever, ever in a million years would have done something like this. Now I can just laugh at myself. Now I know that this is just part of who I am. This isn't that big of a deal. I have learned to endure, and I have learned to be a little bit more coordinated. To be honest with you, this is better than I used to be. When it beeps again, we're doing ding-dongs. My friends, on your exercise and weight loss journey, here we go. Those big kicks out to the side, those big swinging hands. This is the last exercise in our last circuit. When it beeps again, we will be done, but we will not be finished. I've got one final thing for us. It's something I'm calling step out side bends. We're going to start with our feet together, and as we step out to the side, we're going to bend to that same side, putting your hand up over your head. It's not cardio anymore. It's actually standing abs work. We're going to do both sides. We're going back and forth, and it's just one interval. It really is the final thing to really finish off all this cardio work. It's not meant to be balance, but I know it's going to feel like it. It's not meant to be anything other than, so here we go, hands together. We're going to step out and side bend, step out and side bend. Really thinking about keeping your hips stable and using your abs and obliques. And I knew that by having our hands up overhead like this, even with this ab work, that it was still going to feel like cardio. My friends, what a great job you have done. Oh, enduring. Doggies, what just became a very tough workout. You know, I told you I was intentionally keeping it moderate, and this finisher always finishes us off. This long interval. I'm going to go ahead and turn that long interval off. Let's do a little bit of tapping here, and we're going to go into our cool down, bringing that heart rate down with some really gentle arm circles. My friends, on your weight loss journey, you are going to have to endure much tougher things than this workout. You are going to have to endure days, maybe weeks, where the scale doesn't move. You are going to have to endure some disappointment, some figuring things out. You're going to have to endure some workouts that maybe you don't love all that much. You're going to endure a lack of support from people that you thought would support you. You're going to endure self-doubt, self-esteem issues. You're going to endure more than maybe you realize just yet. But every single time that you ask yourself to endure something like this workout, like these long intervals, you get better at it. Every time you endure something, you get better at enduring. I'm so proud of you today. This one was a moderate effort, which is good for weight loss, but it had its own element of challenge like we do, and I hope that you are learning the things that you love. I hope that you are figuring out the things that are good for your heart, both mentally and physically. Let's go ahead and do some arm openers. Open up that chest, open up your mind, open up your heart. And those arm closers, my favorite part. Give yourself a big, big hug. Oh, I'm so proud of you. A good pat on the back. What a great, great job you've done. Not just today, but for 24 days now. This is a big deal, my friend. On screen here, I am going to have a little bit longer of a cool down for you. You know, even with these moderate workouts, I get sweaty. It is work. It's still a workout, even if we're being moderate. So if you would like a longer cool down, I have one here for you on screen. On the other side of the screen, I have what's going to be all 31 of these monthly workouts for you so that you can use them again and again. Right now there's only 24, but by the end of the month, we'll have all 31 of these weight loss workouts in one playlist for you to access as much as you would like to. On the bottom of the screen is the letter P, and that's an invitation to go over to Patreon, where a monthly pledge from you helps me make free workouts for all of us. And thank you so much for that. On the other side of the screen, that's a picture of me. That's actually a subscribe button. Make sure that you click that and the bell notification so YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new workout. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.